For small gardens, every decorative piece must serve a double purpose. Today on Freshomz, we focus on practical solutions within the rustic aesthetic. Upcycling vintage finds for your small rustic garden. We show you clever ways to use old objects to maximize vertical space, enhance storage, and create defined zones. Discover how simple, repurposed items can transform a tiny footprint into a highly functional, visually abundant haven. There is an undeniable charm in a rusty, weathered galvanized metal tub or wash bucket. We explore how these repurposed metal tubs make fantastic, deep containers for plants in a small garden. The patina of the aged metal immediately gives the space a sense of history and rustic utility. Grouping tubs of varying sizes creates visual interest and height, and they are perfect for growing anything from herbs to small shrubs, injecting instant character into a plain patio corner. Old window frames, often found at salvage yards, are design gold for the rustic gardener. We showcase how to hinge and arrange these upcycled window frames to create charming, small-scale cold frames or mini greenhouses. The aged wood and antique glass panes add immediate architectural character. These structures not only help you nurture seedlings earlier in the season, but also serve as picturesque, functional focal points that capture that desired vintage appeal. In a small garden, verticality is everything. An old wooden ladder, when retired from its original use, is the perfect platform for a tiered vertical garden. We explore stabilizing and placing these vintage ladders to hold a cascade of small pots and colorful containers. This approach maximizes planting space, turning a narrow wall or fence line into a stunning display, and adding instant rustic charm and height to your compact patio. The rustic garden is deeply personal, and handmade signs add delightful character. We look at using salvaged pallet wood, chosen for its rough, weathered texture, to create charming garden signage. Simple lettering or painted phrases can transform a raw piece of wood into an intentional piece of decor, pointing to a seating nook or labeling your herb collection. This easy DIY project infuses the space with personalized, unpretentious rustic style. An old wagon wheel is a classic symbol of rustic, farmyard charm, and it makes a perfect focal point for a small garden. We showcase how to use these vintage finds, either leaned against a fence or mounted on a wall, to add instant, sculptural interest. The circular shape and spokes provide textural contrast, allowing vines to climb through or simply standing alone as a piece of curated rustic art, anchoring a small garden vignette. Chipped faded enamelware, old bowls, pitchers, and coffee pots are ideal for planting small herbs and succulents. We celebrate the beauty of these unique vintage containers, often showcasing soft colors and subtle imperfections. Grouping an assortment of these pieces on a small table or shelf creates a lovely, cozy vintage herb garden display that is both highly functional and deeply nostalgic, perfect for tiny patios. Why buy new pavers when you can upcycle broken concrete, often called urbanite? We show how to lay these salvaged pieces to create beautiful, irregular rustic pathways. When the gaps are filled with fine gravel, moss, or creeping thyme, the path looks ancient and organic, guiding visitors through your small space. This sustainable, budget-friendly solution instantly adds the weight of history and a grounded, authentic feel to the garden. The atmosphere of a rustic garden is defined by its soft evening glow. We explore using simple, humble mason jars to create charming DIY rustic lanterns. Fitted with battery-powered fairy lights or solar-powered bulbs and hung with simple wire or rope, these upcycled jars cast a warm, magical light. They are perfect for draping over a seating area, adding instant intimacy and completing the cozy vintage ambience. wooden crates, once used for shipping or produce, are versatile workhorses for a small rustic garden. We showcase how they can be stacked, turned on their sides, or mounted to create open shelving for display. They function beautifully as instant planters or tidy storage for gloves and small tools, providing flexible rustic units that enhance the layered, collected feel of the small garden space. Old rubber tires are often discarded, but in the spirit of upcycling, they can be transformed into whimsical rustic borders. We show ideas for painting them in soft, earthy tones or cladding them with rope or wood, then using them to define planting areas. This creative reuse of materials adds a surprising, structured element to the garden design, while providing deep, durable containers for flowers or herbs. Old garden tools, a rusted shovel head, a worn rake, or a broken trowel, can be turned into incredibly creative wall-mounted planters. We showcase how these vintage tool planters can hold small succulents or air plants, becoming tiny, sculptural displays. Mounting them on a fence or shed wall adds quirky character and vertical interest, celebrating the history of work and turning utility into unique garden art. For balconies and tiny patios with railings, repurposed railing planters are the essential vertical solution. We explore creative ways to hang containers like old buckets, painted cans, or custom wooden boxes directly over the railing. This method uses otherwise wasted space to add flowers, herbs, and screening, maximizing greenery without taking up valuable floor area on the balcony itself. A functional, sustainable rustic garden needs a rain collection system. We feature ideas for upcycled rain barrels where a simple plastic barrel is disguised and beautified, using reclaimed wood cladding or painted to look like an antique metal drum. This solution provides essential water conservation, while ensuring the functional piece adds to the overall rustic aesthetic, rather than detracting from it. To define a small garden area with a light, airy touch, chicken wire fencing is a charming rustic choice. We show how to pair the wire with simple rough-cut wood posts to create a delicate, non-imposing boundary. This method is highly effective for supporting climbing vines and reinforcing the cottage-like, collected feel of the space, allowing views to filter through while still providing gentle enclosure. For a beautifully simple water feature that fits a small table or corner, a vintage pitcher is ideal. We showcase how to set up a small pump to create a gentle, continuous flow of water cascading from an antique ceramic or enamel pitcher into a basin below. This creates a charming melodic focal point that is perfectly scaled for a tiny space, adding instant tranquility and a touch of nostalgic elegance. The final design demonstrates the power of functional charm. By utilizing vertical space with tiered vintage displays and incorporating clever, repurposed storage, the small garden now operates with impressive efficiency. This highly functional, rustic oasis is ready to be used and enjoyed, proving that great design can solve space constraints with both utility and irresistible style.